guys, it's me, Laura, a Crocheting Whovian, and I'm back. It's been a month and a half. A lot has gone on, and I'm going to get into that between surgery and life stuff and, the way things happen. First things first, you're going to notice I'm in a different spot. I'm in my kitchen. My craft room looks like a tornado ran through it because I'm reorganizing, destashing, doing a whole bunch of things. So it was just easier to do it in here. Plus it's the middle of the day. Nobody's home. I don't know if you can see the time. Let me move. Nope, you can't. Maybe on the microwave you can. But it's the middle of the day. It's about 2:45 and everything. Just wanted to put my phone on silent just in case. It's been quite some time. I had a little bit of a, my surgery went well. Initially, it went well. I was in the hospital for 5 days, and I think it was either 4 or 5 days. I got out the day before Memorial Day, but I had some complications. As you all know, back in 2014, I want to say, I had a lap band surgery. It was just before I started podcasting, so it was 2014. I had lap band surgery, and I lost 100 pounds, a little bit more, but gained some back. It worked well when I first initially got it, but it slowly started to decline. Now, when I had my lap band surgery, they were doing experimental surgeries with it. They had some test trials and things like that, and one of them was the gastric plication. Now, what that is basically they take your stomach, fold it in like a banana, and suture it, rather than like the gastric sleeve where they cut it. It was all supposed to be, reversible and everything. The problem with that is that the doctor who did my surgery initially basically got forced out of the hospital because of that. Because the test trial was not, they were being sued and there was more liability than it was success. Up until my surgery, I was 3 out of 250 patients that still had it in them. I kept putting it off because I didn't want to go through another surgery. I didn't want to have all that done, and I just didn't want to suffer anymore. So about 8 months prior to this last surgery, my doctor said enough is enough. Your lap band has to come out. This plication has to get undone, because I was starting, though it doesn't look it, I was starting to become malnourished. I was dehydrated. I was not eating properly because nothing would either stay in or go down because of the lap band and because of the plication. Now, the plication caused the lap band to move, and it moved up, which made the hole tighter and made me completely unable to eat. I was basically on liquids at 2 out of the 3 meals, but they weren't holding me. So I was basically eating anything. My doorbell. That I had to answer my door. National Grid is going around inspecting the gas lines and stuff. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So I basically was eating anything that would go down and fill me, in a sense, good and bad or indifferent. I was just eating now because I needed to survive. The last visit about 8 months ago, I saw my current surgeon, and he was like, "Laura, enough is enough. It has to come out. You got to think about doing the gastric sleeve at this point because it's not doing you any good." So we went through the process we were going through the process and the steps and everything else for me to have a gastric sleeve. I had gone through all the testing. I was just at the part where I would get medical clearance from the insurance company, and I started having severe complications with the lap band. I would have had to wait another 6 weeks to get medical clearance for the gastric sleeve. So my doctor said, we can't wait that long. We have to do this now, and that's it. He goes, we have to take it out. He goes, he gave me the scenarios as to what will happen, and he goes, worst case scenario is I get in there and I have to do it all at once. As of right now, I no longer have my lap band. I no longer have my gastric sleeve, my vacation, and I do not have the gastric sleeve yet. Chewy wants to be annoying. So with the surgery, when they went to go remove the lap band, I had a hole. Yes, I had the hole in my stomach from the lap band because of the scar tissue, and the way it slipped and everything, which was causing the acid reflux, which was causing me not to be able to eat. Now, when they got to the plication part, sorry, Chewy's like right here. When they got to the plication part, he had to undo it because the plication caused a tear in my stomach. Now, everything of that is repaired. Shh. Chewy wants attention. Now, because of that, with the lap band, I don't know if anybody's familiar with lap band, but the lap band has a button, per se, for lack of a better term, that they stick the silicone in to tighten the band or loosen the band. The surgeon who had put in my lap band infused that with mesh onto my stomach muscle. So, hey! So, ow. Sorry, Chewy's distracting me. With that, they had to remove the button, and I'm trying to pick them up. With that, they had to remove the button, and the button, the button was stuck. I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. The button was stuck to my muscle, so they had to tear away part of my muscle. It's the Chewy show all of a sudden. They had to tear away part of my muscle, and with that, my muscle and nerves had to get infused back together. So that caused me to be in the hospital for 4 or 5 days. I'm not really quite remembering how many days. I went in on a Thursday and came out on a Sunday. So, because of that, they had to put a drain in my stomach. And it was one of those light bulb drains. And if anybody wants to see the pictures of these things, I'll be more than happy to show you. It's kind of gross. And I know some people like the gross things. Just shoot me a message and I'll send them to you. But I had a drain port in me for about a week. And he pulled it out. I personally think they pulled it out prematurely. But I went to a concert 2 days after. Doctor gave me approval to go to the concert. I went to the concert, and then everything was fine until that following week. I was not feeling right. I was cold. I was hot. I had a fever. I didn't have a fever. Right where the port was hot to the touch. The bruising was just not right. I had a bruise the whole side. Like, Chewy, can you get off me? Okay, baby. All right, go. Good job. I had bruising all along right here, and it just wasn't right, and it was hot to the touch. So I was trying to figure out what to do, and so finally I called my doctor, and I'm like, listen, this is what's happening. I need something, and they rushed me right in. I went to the ER, and they said be prepared to have to stay. So I had a bag, I had everything to go, and I get in there, and the doctor looked around and said, you have a substantial hematoma. And she's like, now this wasn't my doctor because my doctor wasn't there that day. It was a Tuesday. And she said, we're not going to admit you because right now it's too angry. And if we do anything, it's going to cause more problems for you. I got taken off my pain meds because they had given me more pain meds because the pain was unbearable. They had taken me off my pain meds. They basically took me off of the ibuprofen, too, because I was taking ibuprofen, and told me Tylenol only. Tylenol was not cutting it. And they said in the beginning, for the first 24 hours, do 20 minutes of ice, 2 hours off. So I was doing that. that following Thursday, I had gone back to see my surgeon, and he said, no more ice because you're making it bigger that way. Start using heat. So he said 20 minutes on, hour off, basically like that. And I've been doing that, but he said it should shrink by that point. Unfortunately, it has not really shrunk. It's there, and there's nothing I can do about it. I am limited on what I can lift, and I know for a fact seeing me pick up Chewy is going to get me in trouble by, well, a lot of people, most notably Marlisha of Penhook and Needles, Lady Fernico. I'm not supposed to lift anything more than 15 pounds. I can exercise within limitations. I can basically walk. No climbing up and down stairs. No, I'm very limited. I was originally limited because, even more limited because I was on moderated bed rest. I'm off a moderated bed rest, and I'm actually able to drive again, which, let me tell you, not being able to drive, not that I want to because I hate driving, but being told you can't do something makes you want to do it more. It's just, whatever. So there's that. As of right now, I am okay. I go back to him next week. I'll find out more of what's happening with Floyd. Floyd is my hematoma. I named him because he's part of me now. He's my evil twin. Again, if you want to see pictures of him, I will gladly show you if you really want to, because I know, like I said, some of this stuff fascinates people. But as of right now, the gastric sleeve is not a viable option. I have to wait 6 more months to see if it will be. And if it's not, on my own, or I go for a full bypass. I'm praying that in 6 months everything heals and I am a viable candidate for again, but we just have to wait and see now at this point. Okay, now that I spoke on and on for what seems like 15 minutes on my medical, let's jump into announcements. Before I do that, I'm sorry. I don't know if some of you had seen, but there have been some things. You know what? Forget it. I'm not even going to address that because it's not even worth it. Yes. It is the announcements. It's the year of the sock. I'm all about sock knitting. You guys know that. That is running until New Year's Eve, 12/31. The thread has been up and down because I've been so erratic with my online time and everything. So now that I'm back and I've started my VKNs again and all that, excuse me, we're going, I'm going to be more active in the threads. My other cal that's happening right now is the family movie night. Family movie night basically is anything related to movies. It could be the yarn, it could be the pattern, it could yarn or pattern basically. It could be like anything that is movie referenced. Like if you do a Harry Potter, you hear me? Whew. Go home, Laura, you're drunk. Harry Potter yarn, that is your reference. If you choose a pattern like Hermione's Everyday Sock with Patton's Croy, it's still a reference. Those are the only things I could think of off the top of my head. Or Franciscan Gypsy's Duke pattern. That will work because it's about Clint Eastwood, I believe. There are some featured yarns in all of my cal-cals. All of them. And those are Lady Fernico Creations, Hawaii Bazaar Yarn Co., Dragon Horde Yarn, Yarn Cafe Creations, and Arkansas Yarn Co. Anything made with those yarns will give you a double chance at one prize, basically. Finished objects only. There are featured patterns, again, in all of my cal-cals, and I say all because of the third one that I saved the best for last. Anything by, Family Movie Night, basically, and my favorite one of all will qualify for this because she doesn't have a sock pattern, but any pattern by Franciscan Gypsy Design works for a double chance. But with that being said, because I keep making notes towards it, it is dun, da, 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 third annual Tortoise versus Hare. Team Tortoise! Anyway, my lovely co-hosts once again are PHN, Pen Hook and Needles, Marlisha and Talia, Franciscan Gypsy, and Lady Fernico. Thank you again. And Brittany Bingwing of the Comforting Crafts group, Ravelry Group. Now, Pen Hook and Needles obviously have a podcast, whereas Brittany does not. But I highly recommend her group because it's so much fun. It's amazing. She does a lot of charity work in there, and it's a home. It's like a safe place. I highly recommend both those podcast groups. And there is a silent, well, I wouldn't say silent, but she's definitely part of the co-hosting, and that is Cappy of the Yarn and I Cappy. She is an amazing woman. I highly recommend checking out her podcast and her yarn. Her yarn is beautiful. Now, she came out with a colorway. It's a sock blank, I believe, for Tortoise versus Hare. Anything made, any tortoise or hare made in that sock blank, that colorway. I don't know if it's just a sock blank. It may be just another, it may be a skein yarn too. I have to double check. Anything made in that gets you a double chance at a prize. Now, with that being said, any of Franciscan Gypsy designs gets you a double chance as well. Here's the catch now. If you make a Franciscan Gypsy design, tortoise or hare, which is Valeria the Dutch Bunny, Oops the Bunny, Tara the Sea Turtle, Timmy the Timid Turtle, and Biddy the Bashful Baby Turtle. Wow, that's a tongue tie. With Lady Fernico Creations yarn, you get 3 chances at a prize. Those are the featured. That's it. Tortoise versus Hare basically started 3 years ago when with me at the height of my Timmy phase, Timmy, and Talia trying to sit there and say that bunnies are better than turtles. We know that's not true. 2 years in a row, tortoises have won. Let's make it the third, baby. Now, it started last year. Talia and I kind of gamble a little, and we make the loser do something that's a little rough, and they have to wear, they have to do it in pride. My challenge from Talia is to make a figuring weight bunny, whether it be Oops or Valeria, one of the two. My challenge to her is to make four tortoise hot pads, pot holders, whatever you basically call them. And she has to wear a sign that says, "Tortoises are superior, Team Tortoise forever," for 2 podcasts. Come on, people. Make tortoises win just so we can see that. You're going down, Talia. You're going down. But that started on July 1st, and it's going until September 30th. It's a lot of fun. The threads are booming. It's a lot of quote-unquote trash talk, but it's not trash talk. It's just all in good fun. This is the Cal, aside from autism awareness, that I look forward to the most. It's just a lot of fun, a lot of toys being made, and just, and it's good because whips are accepted for prizes, and it goes, I don't know if they're doing it this year, but usually it'll go into PHN's toy along. So if you prolong it and you don't finish it during Tortoise versus Hare, you may be able to finish it during the toy along. If they're doing it. I don't know. I haven't confirmed that yet. So don't quote me on that. Marlisha, Talia, let me know. But there's that. Next up is the PHN Cardiac Dysautonomia. I think I said that right. Their rules are in their thread. I highly recommend their podcast again and their Ravelry Group. I can't say that word. It's like, I'm special. We established that. Sorry, I got distracted by someone in my yard. That's why I don't film in here usually. But it's, it's a fun cal. Basically anything that's red or pink, you're going to have to double check on that because my brain has been mush with, everything that's going on. Next up is the PHN Tea and Tales. Basically anything that ties you into tea and tales, novelizations, books, whatever the case may be. Again, check out their thread, check out their podcast. They are amazing. And last, but certainly not least, I have opened up a thread in my Ravelry group for an advent calendar swap. So far, we have quite a few signups for it. Basically what it is, and I have all the information in the thread, is I pair you up with someone. The person you send to is not the person that's going to send to you. And how it's working is we all have leftovers. We all have scraps from socks, blankets, shawls, hats, mittens, whatever the case may be. We all have leftovers. Now, I am not, though, most are fingering weight. I understand that not everybody uses fingering weight. So I am not limiting it to just fingering weight, but, whatever. But basically what it is you take 24 of your scraps, make them into 10 to 20 gram minis, wrap them up, label them, and 1 through 24, and there you go. The other thing is the 25th normally is the big gift. Big gift. You know how it goes. And the only thing I ask is that you get one 100-gram skein of yarn and wrap that up as their main present. It could be from your stash. You could go out and buy it. You can make it. You could do whatever. And the other thing I ask is for one handmade object. Now, by that, I mean soap, stitch markers, bags, yarn if you spin or dye, table runners, whatever small, amigurumi, pot holders, whatever. Just one handmade small item to go in there to tie it all together to make it a little bit more special. The signups for that will close August 31st. If I notice that not many people have signed up for it, I'm going to extend it to September 30th. You know what? Let's just do it that way. Let's just close September 30th. It's open for international and domestic. What was I going to say? There is no cost for it. It's free, basically. And how it's going to go is I'm going to choose a random number generator, everything like that, and do it randomly. Now, I tested the waters with this to see how it works with people in my VKN, the core group of VKN, and we're having so much fun with it, which is why I extended it to my Ravelry group. I lost my train of thought, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Sign up. It's a way of getting to know a person. And, how I'm going to do it is I don't want to do it like Fibershare where you get to know the person. I have a questionnaire that's going to be sent to me personally. Nobody knows anything. And it's going to say basically what you like, what you don't like, what you're allergic to, what you're not allergic to, blah, 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 blah. You know the gist. And hopefully for international people, if you're sending to an international person, it has to be out by November 1st. If you're sending domestically, November 15th. The idea is to have it there by December 1st. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, reach out to me. I know I have my comments here shut down, but you can message me on Instagram. You can message me on Ravelry. You can message me on Facebook. I know you can't do messaging on here anymore is basically why I'm saying that. So just, hit me up, ask, let me know. Now, with that, I'm going to jump into, this is going to be a long one, guys. I'm sorry. I haven't been around for a month. I'm going to jump into the Autism Awareness winners. First up is for this lovely skein of Lady Furnicle Creations yarn. It is 437 yards of 100% BFL wool. The colorway is Leprechaun. It is a fingering sock. And this lovely skein of yarn, so soft and squishy, goes to Rena Gale. Rena, message me. Let me know what you want and where to send it. Next up is this lovely skein. It's 2 because it's broken into 2. It's sport weight, and it's called Walking on the Sun. Oops. It's Lady Furnicle Creation yarn. It's 100% superwash merino. And the base is sport. Each one is 50 grams at 200 yards. So there's 400 yards here. This lovely combination goes to B-Wing. Brittany, do it. You know how to reach me. This lovely bag was donated by Ann Brody of Silvershed USA. It's our little drawstring adventure walk bag. Let me tell you guys, this saves me. When I'm out grocery shopping or whatever, I put it on my wrist and I knit. Normally I have a hat in here because I don't have to pay attention to hats. But I have put socks in here as well. It's perfect for the little projects. This bag goes to Vanilla Sock Pig. I believe that's Stephanie. Stephanie, address and tell me what you want so I know. I have 3 winners for patterns of $7 or less, and those go to Allison Roseboom, Shirley Knits 123, and Mama C. Message me with the pattern you want. It's $7 or less. It equals up to $7. Just message me if there's 2 patterns that equal $7. I am more than happy to send them. Just message me and let me know. Next up is these lovely note cards from Brittany B. Wing, and it's the Autism Awareness Prize Along. And this goes to Family Diva. Sue, message me. Hopefully, because I'm supposed to go to the post office tomorrow. If not, you message me. And this lovely note card set from B-Wing goes to Packy Knits. Message me, ladies. Let me know what you want and where you want me to send it. Okay, I'm starting to rush now because, it's getting late and I've already been speaking for a half hour. And I have whips and lots and lots of acquisitions. Well, I shouldn't say lots because I put 3/4 of it away. Drinking iced tea. Okay. Let me put this here because I'll save that for last. In my Random Fandom Autism Awareness bag is my Autism Awareness socks. Very creative I am. The yarn is Lady Fernicle Creations in the colorway It's Okay to Be Different. Look at the yarn. Look how pretty it is. It's actually showing up true to color right now. For some reason, it got overcast, so the lighting is stinky. It's the first sock. I'm past the heel. I'm onto the foot, and I have about 20 more rows before I start the toe. It's working out very, very nicely. I love how it's like sort of micro striping and sort of pooling at the same time. I love the way the heel came out. I love it. I'm hoping to have these done soon because I want to wear them. And yes, I'm wearing hand knit socks during the summer. I don't give a flying poop. And contrary to popular belief, your feet don't sweat in them. I've had this argument with my husband for months because I think he has a size 13 foot, and I think it would be a little bit of a challenge to make him socks. So that's what I want to do. I want to make him socks. Okay. Yeah, okay. Next up in my Molly Klein Mary Poppins bag is my Flamingo Along socks. The yarn is Lady Fernicle Creations in the colorway, I believe it's Blushing Flamingo. I had written that down right. I am making shorties. It's the first sock, and I say the Flamingo Along because myself and my friend Missy, hi Missy, and my friend Jocelyn, hi Jocelyn, and my friend Jessica, hi Jessica, each have a different skein of flamingo colorway. However, me and Missy have the same one. So we called it the Little Mini Flamingo Along. Sorry, I got fiber in my nose. And basically, that's it. I'm making a shorty. I didn't realize how fun shorties are. This is the first time I'm making shorties. So let's see how it goes. Because I want to make these and finish these before I go on family vacation in August, so I could bring them to Florida. My cousins can make fun of me. Because, that's what cousins do. But let me show you the yarn because the yarn is beautiful. It's coming out muted on there, but it's very bright. Okay. All right. Next up is let's do this one. In my Erin Lane sweater sheeple bag is my Christy, the sea turtle. I have most of the top shell done. The yarn is Yarn Cafe Creations in the colorway. Oh, this is muted. That is not, it is bright. Oh, sorry. It's like highlighter yellow. This is coming up very, very soft on here. It's the sunlight. But this was a lovely gift from Christy. The colorway is Pour Some Sugar on Me. I have the sock set that I'm going to, once I finish those flamingos, I'm going to cast those on. Sorry, I got a fiber in my nose. And during my recovery, a lot of people reached out to me knowing, you know, some few people knew exactly what was going on. And Tristan and Christy were among those that knew. And Christy knew how much I was looking for fluorescent yarn and so graciously gifted this to me. And I am making a sea turtle with it. And it's going to go with this. And I have with it is the Schweitzer Farms Neon Solids that I got at Maryland Sheep and Wool this year. I'm slowly pulling everything out. Blue. And it's going to be a mirage of things because I got another set of them so that I could finish the bottom shell and the face and the feet and everything like that and the tail. So basically it's all neon all the time. And I cannot wait. The pattern, like I said, is Terra the Sea Turtle, which, let me show you. This is actually the second time I'm making this pattern. But that's the pattern. And it's a fun pattern. I don't know why I didn't make more of these. But I have an idea of where this, I'm not even going to keep this one. I have enough there to make two, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. But there's that. Okay. I am missing a project. I forgot a project. It's not here. Unless it's underneath here. Nope. All right. Oh, no. There it is. It fell on the floor. Sorry, guys. Okay. In my Silver Shed USA dumpling, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle dumpling bag is my Cinderella socks. And the yarn is Dragon Horde yarn in the colorway Blood in My Slipper. I finished this. I'm just casting on the second sock. It's not even worth showing you, but I finished the first sock. Look how pretty that is. It's called Blood in My Slipper. It was a sock set from her Grimm Fairy Tale. The sock blocker, I'm purposely using it because it's turtles, is from Knitting Left. Yeah, let me show you the other one too. I don't remember if I showed you guys these ones yet. But the yarn is amazing. It's squishy. It's on her old base, her old fluffy sock base. I like this base. But now that she changed bases and is now using an 85-15, that base is super squishy. I can't wait to finish these socks though. I'm going to keep these ones. I was debating on giving them as a gift to someone who has the same size as me. But I saw these, I fell in love with them, and now I'm keeping them. Sorry. The person doesn't even know I was going to give them to them, though. Okay. This is the yarn. See, I just started it. I just have to connect it now and continue knitting. Okay. Next up, in my Knit for Brains Alice in Wonderland bag is my Celebration socks. The yarn is Arkansas Yarn Co. in the colorway Glory. I am afraid I almost dropped a stitch. I am just on the leg now. I am making these into shorties. This was a shorty sock set, so it works out well. This is the yarn. It was a 70-gram yarn set. So this was 50, and then there's a 20 right here. And this is going to be toes and heels and toes and whatever. But that's that. I love the yarn. The yarn is so sparkly and squishy and cute. I can't wait to finish these so I could bring them to Florida with me too. Because I'm going to Florida in August this year, not in November. What was I thinking? And like always, this is a new project bag. And like always, Knit for Brains always gives the DPN cozy, the needle cozy. Look how cute this bag is. Okay, and okay, that's it for whips. I have 3 finished objects. I have this whip, but I can't show you until I show you the finished objects. It's a secret project. Let's just put it that way. And I'll show you the yarn, but I'm not going to show you it in progress. Oh, this is coming up so muted. This is neon, like heavy on neon. And it's in my Lila Styles Luna Love Good bag. Okay. It's a secret project. Okay. Now, let's move this. I'm trying to get to my finished objects here. Okay. I have 3 finished objects. First one up is the No More Hoarding Mini Skeins cowl. Minis cowl. The pattern is Land of Sweets cowl. Now, you're going to notice it's hacked. I don't like them super long, and this pattern basically is a strapless dress for my 3-year-old niece. So I cut it up. Now, this was the first lace repeat section. What I'm going to do is, matter of fact, it goes this way. What I'm going to do is the second lace repeat section, I'm going to make a separate cowl, and then the last one will be like this one too. I love it. I love how close to the neck it is on this one because it'll keep me nice and warm during the winter. And that's it on that. The yarn is a mini set from Legacy Fiber Arts that I got at Needles Up, Maryland this year. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, now, I'm all about the cowls right now too. And I was wanting something a little longer and stuff and all that. And this fiber in my nose is driving me nuts. I'm sorry, guys. I basically came up with my own pattern, and it's currently in testing. I'm waiting for one more tester to finish, and then if she finishes soon, I'm going to release it. It's currently, I had it tech edited, now it's being formatted, basically. So with that said, I'm going to show you. This one I have to reblock because it got all out of whack because my husband moved the blocking pads. But this is the first one. And it's washed and semi-blocked, but like I said, I have to reblock it. And I did it so I could do this. Okay. But I have to reblock it. And basically, the name of the pattern is the Sunrise, Sunburn, Sunset Cowl. The yarn in this one is Dog Star Knits, and they're MCN in the colorway Summer Sunset. I like the way it just flowed. It's a very easy beginner-friendly pattern. It's beginner-friendly, but it's enough to make the regular knitter, the avid intermediate or whatever, keep them, what's the word I'm looking for, people? Interested. Whew, that was the word. It's a 4-stitch repeat. And that's about it that I'm going to tell you. It's potato chippy, but not too potato chippy. It's good for movie theaters. It's good for TV watching. It's good for family time because you really don't have to pay too much attention to it. And here is another one. I call this All the Pretty Things cowl. I don't know why my face just got really itchy. The yarn is Arkansas Yarn Co. in the colorway Happy Whovian Potiversary. Again, another sunrise, sunburn, sunset cowl. This one's not blocked. I didn't want to block it yet because I wanted to show you guys what it looked like unblocked. And basically this is how it is unblocked. So it even works without it being blocked. I'm in the midst of making a third one with that one on there. The secret project, basically. I'm hoping to have this fully released on August 4th. Like I said, it's in testing. I have one more tester I'm waiting to finish it up. And then after that, it'll be released. I'm also test knitting another project, but I cannot show you that because it's not mine. Okay, now, with that being said, when it comes out, I am going to randomly gift it to 5 people. I'm going to open up a thread for that in the next couple of days. Let's move into acquisitions. This is like a triple acquisition here. Okay. This is in Erin Lane, one of her new bags. I forgot what it's called, but it's really pretty. The fabric is dinosaurs. And what's in here, now this is needle adjacent. That's why it's all in here. What's in here is Freckled Whimsy. I had bought this while I was sick. Freckled Whimsy in the colorway I Carried a Watermelon, which is a movie reference. And I hope you guys know what movie it is. It's Dirty Dancing, when Baby carries the watermelon up to the club. And another acquisition is another set of signature DPNs. I went down a size because I noticed things that some of the yarn is not quite as thick as the ones I use on my US 2. So this is a US 1.5. It's a 2.5 millimeter needle. I am going to start stocking up on these ones now too, just in case. And that's my signature. Now I got 5 here. I don't know why I have 5, because I knit 3 plus 1, not 4 plus 1. But hey, you never know. So there's that. Now this is all needle adjacent because I am doing this along with my friend Jocelyn. Okay, now let's do this. Let's do the project bags I have acquired while being sick, because there's quite a few here. Okay, now I had ordered that Lila Stylist bag. The Luna Lovegood is a new bag. This I got while I was sick, while I was in the hospital, in the month that, since. And that's my little Harry Potter zipper pull. Once I got that, I was like, I need another one. I have actually 2 previous. I have a Doctor Who Christmas one, and there's another one I have. I believe it's a Harry Potter one. I don't remember. They're in my drawer. I am going crazy with D-Stash, people. Anyway, so I saw that, and I was like, looking, and I was like, I know, I want another one. Well, I went on, and she had a Snape one. And we all know how much I love Snape. But there's that. It's the Always. Now, we all know how much I love that. So I had messaged her when I saw this, and I was like, is there any chance that you could put Always on the other side? And she's like, actually, it's on there already. It's just not in the photograph, because I felt Snape was a little boring alone. So I was like, oh, wow, that's perfect. And she goes, but I have something in surprise for you. So I turn it around, and there's that. Oh, look how gorgeous that is. I would have bought it just like this without Snape. It's so gorgeous. And the inside fabric is the house logo, the house things, logos. I can English. And my zipper pull that I put on here is of Snape. Fitting, right? And she sent it along with this chapstick holder, which I had on my keys with chapstick in it, but I took it off to show you guys. And this lovely little knitting pod, which I actually like. It's nice and big, and it's perfect for everything. It's perfect. So there's that. Okay. Like I said, I'm doing project bags now. I think I have more in there, but I could be wrong. No, I'm not. Okay. Now, I had used this bag, but it's new. I was going to use this bag, I should say, but the project I had in there I took out because it wasn't started yet. There's this one from Knit for Brains. It's a medium. Snap. I love her medium bags. There's that. And it, again, comes with a needle cozy. You know what? Where the heck did it go? It's not in here. It should have been, but it's not. Crapola. I had gotten the kit from the collaboration between Honeybee Knits and Knit for Brains. That's what this is, but the yarn's not in here. It's in the other room still, and I'll show you next time. I'm showing you all the Knit for Brains ones first. Okay. I got this lovely bag. The inside fabric is so pretty. Look at that. This is a medium popper with this Bali bag. I love her Bali bags. Honestly, I could use this as a sock bag. That's how big they are. I love them. Matches the bag. I actually used this bag already. So that's why it's a little disheveled and the needle cozy is not in here. But look how cute this bag is. Love it. And then she did a sale. And this is actually a Knit for Brains bag, but it was made by Alicia, not Laura. And I absolutely love it. Look how glittery that is, guys. Oh, love it. Alicia, I need more. I know you don't watch Alicia, but I need more. Laura, tell her I need more. While I was sick, I got a lovely package from Marlisha and Talia with a few things that I'm not showing because some of them are private. But there is, this was a gift. This was a bag that was purchased for me. And it's turtles. I had been using it. I had a biddy in here, but I took the biddy out so I could show you guys. And I made a zipper pull for it of a turtle. That would help if I showed you guys it right side up. And then I got 2 bags, well 3, but one's in use with my sweater that I'm not showing anybody until I have a substantial amount of it done. This by the Bay Yarn Co. bag. This is a medium. With my pins on it, with some of my pins on it already. Rascal Flats, Larry the Foul Mouthed Sheep, my friend's picture frame, and hey! Then there is this one, which is the jumbo sweater bag. I have another one of these in blue. And this has my pins on it. That's the Pat a Dog, Stockinette Zombies, and Rascal Flats. As you all know, I had a fringe bag. Had being the word because I didn't like it. It was all peer pressure as to why I bought it. I wanted to be the in thing, and I hated it. I never used it. It stayed in my drawer. $75 wasted. So I sold it. I destashed it. And the person who bought it loves it. Okay. Now, way back, like 2 or 3 years ago, I had purchased fabric on a destash from Rock Baby Scissors. And I was holding on to it. I think it was like 4 yards in total. I was holding on to it. I was like, yeah, I'm going to learn to sew. I have my sewing machine. I'm going to learn to sew. I'll make my own bags, blah, blah, blah. My sewing machine's still in its box in my closet. I have not learned how to make bags. And this fabric was taking up space. So I sent it to Ann Brody of Silver Shed USA. And she made me a bag. If you could call it a bag. You'll see. But along with that, she made me 2 hot pads and 2 notions pouches. But I say if you could call this a bag because I don't call it a bag. Well, I mean, I do call it a bag, but I call it a body bag because let me demonstrate. I am in the bag. This bag is huge. It's huge. And it's reversible. It's a reversible drawstring. Now, I had 4 yards of this and 4 yards of that. She made this for me out of the goodness of her heart, and I absolutely love it. It's actually has a square bottom. It's huge. Huge. It's actually perfect for a blanket, and that's exactly what I'm using it for. I love it. I love it. I can't get enough of it. It's like I put it on every time I want to break tension on the VKN. Okay, now I am going to move my acquisitions to over here so I can pile them up over there. Okay, now let me fix my shirt. Okay. Whew, that was itchy. First things first is I purchased this book. I want to learn how to knit a sweater. Excuse me, and I already cast it on my sweater. Not from this book, but I'm using this book as a tool because it is a perfect book for any beginner sweater knitter, cardigan knitter, everything. It has even beginner color work patterns in here. So this book is going to be of good use. I got it on Amazon, and I'm not going to lie. I got it used for $5. I'm not ashamed of it That's why there's like marks on it and stuff. I'm not ashamed of that. But I love it. And there actually is a sweater in here that it's going to be my next one. I just have to figure out where I'm going to get the sweater button from because, you know, I'm not a small girl. Quite expensive. Okay, now we're going to get into the yarns. Like I said, this is not all of it. I put a lot of it away already because I did not want to hear people going, oh, you buy too much, you spend too much, you do this, you do that. No. This is my coping mechanism. I have a budget. I am on a budget. My husband established that budget and how much I spend and what I do between him and I. Thank you. Have a nice day. First things first, I got more than 2 skeins. I put the rest away. I had a few skeins of Socks That Rock. I am obsessed with Socks That Rock. I love the way it feels. I love the way it knits up. And I love how squishy and comfy it is on your feet. There is no nylon in Socks That Rock. Yes, I am aware of that. But the high twist makes it so that you can knit them and they don't wear out. It's 100% superwash merino, and this is the lightweight. I have this colorway in the medium weight, and I want it in a lightweight because I'm going to make socks out of this, and the medium weight I'm going to make a cowl. This colorway is Don't Rain on My Craft Parade. So pretty. This colorway is Yosemite. So pretty. I want all the things. Speaking of Socks That Rock, I am desperately looking for a colorway that is no longer made. It's discontinued, and it's no longer it's not on Ravelry. Anybody on Ravelry that has it is not selling it. I think it's because of that. Oh my goodness, my nose is so itchy. So it is Neon Trees. If anybody knows where I could get it, please message me, send up flares, do something, get my attention because I need it desperately. Okay. Okay, let's move on to this. I ordered 3 skeins from Lori of Arkansas Yarn Co. This colorway is Glaring Neon Sign. She actually made this specifically for me to make a toy. But it can't be a toy because it's just too pretty. Well, that's not true. But yeah. It's fingering. I don't like making toys out of fingering, so she's making me a DK weight. I ordered this to make the Alberta Rose wrap from Cozy Up Knits. And this is Blackberry Margarita. Right? Yeah, okay. Look how pretty that is. Look at the sparkle. Look at the sparkle on that one. Oh, Lori, you've outdone yourself. And then this one, because it's purple, and I have to have all things purple, and this is called Purple Rain. Purple Rain. I don't even like Prince, I'm singing that song. But look how pretty that is. Okay. Next up is from Honeybee Knits, and I can't believe I don't have the other skein. Oh, I did! Woohoo! I lied. I do have it here. Oi with the poodles already. I have 3 skeins. This is from the kit. It goes with this bag of yarn. And the stitch marker I have in use already on my in progress cowl. But this was the kit. Look how pretty this yarn is. Oh, I love it. Love it. I also purchased this. Is from Honeybee Knits. And this colorway is Heartbreak Hotel. Look how pretty that is. And Melissa is just too good to me. We've been spending a lot of time on the VKN. She's a very sweet, generous, gorgeous person, and I highly recommend her podcast. I highly recommend her Etsy store. Her yarn is phenomenal. But she graciously gifted me something, and I can't thank her enough. And it's part of I'm going to clean it because I don't want to say the word on the podcast, but it's from the Boobs Out Collective, basically. And it's, if I want exposure, I'll get my out minis. Now, this is not doing it justice. They are so muted on here. These are neon. Neon. Let's see, maybe if I go, no, still can't. Neon. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Okay. One of my skeins from Desert Vista Dye Works came in, and it's called Cowboy Sunset. Just waited about 5 weeks for this. No biggie. Forgot I even ordered it, and ding dong, it's here. Whatevs. Oh, here's one of the Notions pouch that goes with that giant bag. And here is another book because I want to make the Diana's hat out of this. Green Gables Knits. Now, I bought the hard copy, forgetting that I had the ebook on my in my library on Ravelry. But this is the hat I want to make. And that's needle adjacent as well. I have the yarn and bag all in the other room. This is a lovely Yarn Cafe Creation sock kit. And I believe she may still have some. I could be wrong. But I do recommend checking it out. This is so muted. Oh my word. Let's see. Yeah, it's muted. It's neon. Gotta take my word for it, people, because the lighting in here is making everything muted. But you can see my glorious face. You're gonna tell, it's gonna be right here because the yarn I showed you during my Terra, when I was showing my turtle, I needed another set of them, and these are gonna be muted. These are so muted. These are neons. That is like highlighter yellow. That is highlight. These are all highlighter colors. But it's from Schweitzer's Farm. This is a total of 660 yards, which I'm assuming is 110 yards each. And this bundle was $36. And it's 100% superwash merino. DK. I'm trying not to. Next up is my purple Whovian from Lady Fernicle Creations. Again, muted. Sorry, guys. It's gorgeous. I already know what I'm going to do with this. I was saving it, not to cake it up. I was saving it for to show you guys. Because she came up with this colorway specifically for me. And I can't thank her enough for it. It's gorgeous. And Marlisha helped me during this time, as well as Christy and Tristan, and you know, I can't show them how much I appreciate it and how much I appreciate them. But Marlisha came up with this colorway for me. It was a big surprise. It's gorgeous, and I'm actually making socks out of this, and I'm gonna make 2 pairs of socks out of this. I can't wait. I also purchased from her this skein of that which is known as Krang, which is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle reference. It's gorgeous. Lighting isn't doing it justice. And I purchased these minis from her. And I am obsessed with minis at this point right now. And these are, this is that which is known as Krang. Precious Pug Oops, Buzz Buzz, and Purple Whovian. This is sort of a spoiler, but not, because I'm sure everybody got theirs by now. This is my Crystal Skies hand-dyed Harry Potter book club, and it's the book 5, The Order of the Phoenix, which is actually my favorite Harry Potter book, so this is spot on. And she sent me a little get well soon gift with it as well, which are these Radiant minis, which I'm making a shawl out of. And I know which shawl too. I blame Knit for Brains for this one. This is the Golden Pearls. Now, their yarn is amazing, but what's even more amazing is the fact that they're in Staten Island and I'm in Queens. So I ordered it one day and 2 days later it was at my house. Yes, gonna keep ordering from them for that reason. And I'm obsessed with singles. And that's exactly what this is a single ply, 100% superwash merino from the Golden Pearls, which is a play on words for the Golden Girls. All of their yarns are Golden Girl inspired. And this one is called There's a Hurricane A-Comin'. I can recite that episode verbatim. I know exactly what episode this is from. This is from Save the Lighthouse and the hurricane, and Dorothy's ex-husband sleeps with Dorothy's sister. I love that show. Love it. Love it. It's my happy show. That one I'm saving for last because that one's gorgeous. This is from Round Table Yarns. It is a self-striping yarn, and it came in this bag. Yes, I'm going to order from them some more. And this colorway, it's their Merlin, which is a self-striping, and it's a 75-25. And the colorway is Windows of the Nights. It's 6 stripes, black, pink, black, blue, black, purple. It is gorgeous. I cannot wait to cast this one on. I was saving it to show you guys. And last, but certainly not least, This one I purposely saved for last. I had signed up for the Hawaii Bazaar Yarn Co. Surprise Sock Blank of the month. Last month, June, was it June? Yeah, it was June, was Disney themed. And Disney original theme, not Disney Pixar, Disney original themes, which basically is Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, Lion King, Cinderella, Aladdin, Moana, things like that. I was sad to see I didn't get Moana because Hey Hey is my spirit animal. But I was so thrilled with my final product. Now, if you follow her thread, you're going to know exactly what happened to the first one and why mine was so late. Didn't mind that it was late. She'd messaged me. Corinne's one of my good friends, so I got it, you know, whatever. But it was worth, 100% worth the absolute wait. And I don't know how I'm going to knit from it. I don't. But it's going to happen. I got Lion King. It starts off with Mufasa. Mufasa. Then moves into Simba, the Rafiki drawing. Then moves into Pride Rock. I cannot tell you how gorgeous this is. You can visibly see it. I don't know how I'm going to knit from it. Corinne, you did a phenomenal job. And I am proud of you. And I love it. And I cannot wait to see next month. And I'm saying this like you watch. I have no idea if you watch or not. But that's it. That's all I got. And I've been talking for a little over an hour. I've missed you guys. What was I going to say? I forgot. Oh, my VKNs. My VKNs are open 7 days a week. If there's no one there when you pop in, shoot me a message. If I'm home, which 9 times out of 10 I am, I'll pop in. The room number is listed in the Ravelry group and on my Instagram. I try not to say it in here because I don't want trolls. And my Instagram is private, so whatever. But with that being said, come visit, come join. I'm actually going to log off of here and go on there. Chances are when you see this, I probably will be on there. I love you all. Thank you for being patient with me. I hope to have another episode up next week. If not, definitely in 2 weeks. It's Thursday, so it's going to be either Wednesday or Thursday. I hope to see you all soon. Love you all. Have a good day. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good morning. Have a good everything. Love you. Bye.